If money didn't matter to God, why did Jesus talk about it so much? I've been wrestling with that question. Because there's this strange conflict, isn't there? A part of you wants to build, to create, to provide a better life for yourself and the people you love. You have desires, and those desires often require resources, money. But right behind that desire, there's often a shadow, a feeling of guilt. So we do this thing where we shrink our desires. We aim a little lower, we want a little less, and we tell ourselves it's because we're spiritual. We call it humility. But what if it isn't? What if all that guilt is just confusion? We've been told to be wary of wealth, so much so that many of us have become afraid of the tool itself. Imagine a master woodworker given the most beautiful piece of timber. Does he feel guilty for wanting to shape it into something amazing? No. He sees the potential locked inside the material. He desires to bring it out. Maybe money is just a material, a neutral tool, a form of energy that can be used to build or to break. The problem is, we've been so terrified of making it a treasure that we've forgotten it's also a tool. And by fearing the tool, we might be suppressing the part of us that was made to build. And this brings me back to Jesus. He talked about money constantly, parables about coins, debts, treasures, and inheritances. It's woven into so many of his teachings. Why? The more you look, the more it seems he wasn't talking about currency, but about clarity. It's as if money was a diagnostic tool, a compass for the human heart. It doesn't really show how much you have. It reveals who or what you truly depend on. When he told the story of the rich fool who stored up his grain, the critique wasn't on the grain itself. It was on the man's soul, which had found its entire sense of security in a barn. The wealth simply exposed a deeper poverty. Money is a spotlight. It just reveals what was already there. So maybe the real question isn't, is it wrong to want money? Maybe the more honest question is, who do I depend on? When things are going well, when the paycheck hits, when the investment grows, where does my sense of peace come from? Is it from the numbers on a screen? And when things go wrong, when the market drops or an unexpected bill arrives, what's the first thing I feel? Is it the gut-wrenching panic of a foundation that's cracking? Or is there something deeper, something quieter, holding me steady? That's the test. That's where the truth is. True security isn't having an overflowing bank account, but having a settled heart, no matter what the account balance says. There's this idea that God wants us to be poor, to be lacking. But what if He's a God of provision? The owner of the cattle on 1,000 hills, as the old text says. What if He isn't against us having resources? What if He only confronts our misplaced security? Imagine you have to cross a deep canyon. God's faithfulness is the strong, unshakable bridge that gets you to the other side. Money is like a sturdy walking stick He gives you for the journey. It's helpful. It keeps you balanced. It's a gift. You wouldn't despise the walking stick, but you would never, ever lay it across the canyon and try to walk on it. It was never designed to hold your full weight. Only the bridge was. The invitation, for me and for you, is to let go of the guilt, to see our desires to build and provide not as greed, but as a reflection of a creative spark. The real work is to keep asking the question, what am I standing on, the walking stick or the bridge? When our trust is in the right place, money stops being a source of guilt and anxiety, and it can become what it was always meant to be, a tool in our hands.